takes it. I think that there is something to be said about how it's more important to pay your bills than it is
That,
to pursue your dreams. If you're stuck in
that,
a job that where you need money, like you can't, like, you need that job, and I think that it just becomes, are you willing to sacrifice your weekend life and your night times and like sleep to pursue a goal and a dream? Or are you content, or are you not willing to do that? You're like, well, I don't have enough time. Everyone's got time to do something, bro. You just don't want to sacrifice the drinking, the clubbing, the sex with women, that's kind of stuff. I feel like as a man, like, if you're more interested in drinking and having sex with women than you are with like pursuing a goal, you're kind of a loser, dude. Like, I really just do feel like that. I feel like you should be like, all those things are well and fun, but I feel like if you don't have a spark to keep you going, what are you doing it? Some people are really interested in their jobs and they're really, 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 they really are content, but they are still moving up. They're trying to move up in their jobs, and that's all good and well. And then they go out and they pursue those extra activities. But it's like, if you hate your job and you have a dream, and you have a dream, and you should be doing it, and all you're doing is just going on Tinder, going to the bars every weekend, dude, what are you doing? Get your shit together.
right. 100%. I mean, I agree with you. It's definitely one of those things that makes you think, like, why am I thinking the way I'm thinking, but you're not thinking the way I'm thinking? And it questions who your circle is around. But at the end of the day, like, it makes me love me just a little bit more, because I know that when I step up to that arena, I'm the hungriest motherfucker up in there, because everybody around me got a chance to see my hunger and they passed on it. You know what I mean? People that knew me when I first started tattooing want to tattoo now. And that's great. That's good and all and well, but you got to pay for that time now. You got to pay for that effort now. You knew me back then. Well, you should have invested. You know what I mean? It's one of those kind of situations. And you look back and you're like, I really did something big for myself, And it makes you look at how people treat themselves. And I've always told myself, ever since I got a DUI when I was 21. And I told myself ever since that day, after a lot of talks I have with a lot of people, I got to treat myself better than that. And even if it comes down to the small thing, like not eating a meal, I tell myself I got to treat myself better than that. But that in turn shows me how many people don't treat themselves better than the situation they put themselves in. So that separates me from what I love to do, because I do it because I want better for myself, versus someone that does it because someone told them to do it, or because it's like, just a thing to do. Like going out and clubbing and being fine, it's great, like you said. But people start to catch on to that shit. People start to catch on to like, oh, your habits are, not necessarily responsible. But then on the flip side of that, you get addicted to working like your man over here. People start to look at that too, like, you don't know how to communicate. You don't know how to talk. You want to isolate yourself all the time. Not necessarily. I just love what I do so much that I forget about the outside world, because to me, my outside world is my clients. My outside world is my people that I'm connecting to. Anybody that I connect with is my outside world. If you're not connecting with me, then I can't do nothing for you. And that's where my job is based off of. Like, as a tattoo artist, bro, I don't tattoo for money. There's been plenty of times my bank account has said, Kevin, charge people way more than what you charge people. But my heart and my passion says, you're doing this for a different reason. Don't get greedy. Get greedy, or not get greedy, but charge what you know you're worth, but don't get greedy. Charge because you worked there. You got to that point, and that's where the reflection comes in. You know what I'm saying? Work to gain that reflection, but reflect like, no, these prices are these prices because of the work I put in. I did put this work in now, but you got to pay me what I'm worth. But at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna still give you more. I look at my tattoos and my prices like, this is for the work that I put into it, but what I'm gonna show you, what I'm gonna give you, is gonna go right back into the box of the work that I put in, because it's a give and take every time. You know what I mean? I don't just give somebody 4 hours worth of work. If you send me 4 hours, you're getting 6 hours worth of work. I'm doing just a little bit more because I love what I do, and I want you to know you're not just paying paying me for a service. You're paying me for an experience. You're paying me for a connection. You're paying me for a lifelong, this man is, I mess with this guy. Like, this guy's cool. Like, I can come to him and talk to him on getting tattooed. It's a therapy session. It's something that's deeper than me just pulling money out my pocket. And people get infatuated with the fact that people will pull money out of their pocket for them for a service, or people put money out their pocket for them for a tip, that they don't focus on the connection, because the connection is what gets you people to dig deeper. You know what I mean? And then that's why, like, it's so bad to say it like this, but it's why, like, girls that are like sugar babies, or like girls that are like that have sugar daddies, those dudes dig in their pockets deep because they connect with the guy. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta think about it in like the weirdest way possible. And it sucks that I think this way. I tell myself that all the time. I'm like, yo, why are you like this, my dude? But those girls connected with that guy to dig in his pockets as deep as he dug, to give them an income they can live off of for a month or 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. That's what I want with my clients. I want my clients to dig deep in their pockets because of the connection. And like, that's where I'm going. Every year that I've tattooed, every month, every 6 months, I sit back and I reevaluate where I'm at. And I'm like, these people mess with my art because of who I am. And they love my art. Yes, they do. They do say I'm a great artist. My art's on my walls. People talk about my art proudly. Yes, but every time I've gotten a tip, it's not because someone feels obligated to tip me. It's because they connect with me. They're like, yo, you did this and you killed it. And every tip I didn't receive, I look back at my tattoos. I'm like, why didn't I receive a tip? And I don't fight for the tip, but the tip says you connect with me. The tip says you think I'm more special than my price tag. That's what it says to me. So if I don't get that from you, it's not oh, I didn't make money today. It's, I didn't connect with this person. And I got to figure out what I did wrong to connect with the next person. Because that connection is what builds a residual income, or it builds that clientele of reoccurring clients. People are going to refer you. People are going to come back to you. That's what I want. At the end of the day, it is a business, but I do what I love. So I have to balance the two. You have to be like, connect with people to get their money, but give them something to connect to every day of the week.